Chrissy, I got an email from somebody last week, and they were talking about mom's home. Mom is still alive, and what's going to happen to mom's home when mom passes away.
Right.
And the first thing they told me was is that mom had signed a life estate deed that stated when mom passes away, her home will automatically go to son and daughter, no probate
Uh-huh.
required. And I thought it'd be a good time for you and me to discuss the difference between an ordinary life estate deed and an enhanced life estate deed, also known as a ladybird deed.
Yes.
And so this is an issue that we've seen before, and this is where the distinction becomes important. Because an ordinary life estate deed, once you do it, it is written in stone. It cannot be changed at a later date without your children's knowledge, signature, and consent. With an enhanced life estate deed, also known as a ladybird deed, and by the way, other states have similar type deeds, and they might call them something different.
Correct.
But with them, you reserve the right to change your mind at a later date without your children's knowledge, signature, and consent. And here's why this is important to this lady who texted me. This is a daughter.
Uh-huh.
She says, Tom, my brother is being taken advantage of. He's being scammed financially. He's completely irresponsible with money.
Uh-huh.
If we pass away and he inherits one half of mom's home, it's just going to all go to waste, go down the drain, be spent, be lost, be scammed out of, right?
Okay.
And so mom now wants to say, hey, when I pass away, I don't want my son to get one half my home outright. I want him to get one half my son in trust, that the home would be sold. His share of the proceeds would be managed in trust, would be used to help him pay his rent, pay his phone, pay his car, but not given to him in one lump sum.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I tell the lady who emailed me, I said, that is a great plan. I love that plan, but it is completely contingent
On him agreeing and
on,
signing.
on brother agreeing to convey his interest back to mom.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets it, and she goes, well, can we go forward with mom's estate planning? I said, look, we need to do this in two steps. Let's not even bother setting up this trust for mom the way she hopes it will be and dreams it will be. We got to start with step number one, and that is, will brother sign this deed?
Exactly.
Yep. And of course,
That's
she says, well, can he sign it at home? I go, well, and the deed needs to be witnessed and notarized, so it'd be best if he'd come down to my office. And so she's, where are we right now with this? She's going to check in with her brother, and see if he'd be willing to do this. And by the way, she, the daughter as well, would deed her life estate back to mom.
right,
So
right,
we're
right. Yeah.
basically putting the mom's home back in mom's name only,
Uh-huh.
which is the way most people want it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. We'll see if he will agree to such a thing.
Keep us posted. And what you're saying, though, is that's an example of the situation where an ordinary life estate deed, although will avoid probate, however, now when mom wants to do the right thing and make a change, it's still going to the kids, but she wants to structure it in a different way. It requires the knowledge, signature, and consent of everybody.
Exactly. And so what we're saying is a life estate deed is a powerful tool for avoiding probate. An enhanced life estate deed is a powerful tool for avoiding probate and maintaining complete control over your piece of property.
Exactly.
If we do an enhanced life estate deed for you today, and 6 months from now you want to sell your home, refinance your home, change who gets it when you pass away, you're going to be able to do so without your children's knowledge, signature, and consent.
Correct.
And while we're on that point, I just want to point out the other situation I've run across this before, and it went something like this. A lady called me on the radio show, just like now, and she goes, Tom, years ago before I met you or knew of you, I did an ordinary life estate deed that states that when I pass away, my home will automatically go to my daughter, no probate required. Now I've gotten remarried. My new husband wants to sell his home. I want to sell my home. I called my daughter up and said, to sell my home, I need your signature. Will you sign? And she said,
No.
and daughter said no because
Because I would be losing it.
Yeah.
I could. In other words, there's not a guarantee. You
yeah,
know,
the
she's not.
daughter's thinking, hey, if I don't sign, then someday I'm guaranteed to inherit mom's home. If I do sign, mom's going to sell it. Who knows what's going to happen to the sale proceeds from there? So, the lesson to be learned there is a life estate deed, a powerful tool for avoiding probate. Enhanced life estate deed, powerful tool for maintaining complete control of your property. Folks, we have free booklets on enhanced life estate deeds. We'd be happy to mail you one. Just call the Olson Law Group anytime at 407-423-5561, and we'll get that in the mail to you. Everybody, my name is Tom Olson. The name of the show is Olson on Law. You're listening to News Radio WFLA.